Alright, what's going on, y'all? We got another VoD review. Today is a support main in bronze, as you can see by the title. Let's go over the post. I need some coming to bronze. I'm a support main. All supports except Brig. I try to switch it off when I see I'm not doing well. Ask what healer my teammates prefer, but I can't seem to climb out. First off, I don't like that part. Switching off whenever your teammates ask you to, or asking what your teammates prefer. I don't really like that, because you're going to have a character or two that are dominant for you, and you're going to be too nice, and people are going to ask you to play characters other than those few, and you're doing yourself and your team a disservice by playing those characters. For example, if you're a gold level Ana, but a bronze level Mercy, and people ask you to play Mercy all the time, you're going to be playing a character you're much worse at. I would definitely recommend that you stick to characters you're comfortable with, and don't force yourself to play things just because your teammates ask you to. Communicate and even try to damage boost at least 1k if I'm playing Mercy. I like that because a lot of low rank Mercies kind of just heal bot, and at that point, like, you do significantly less healing than Moira. So if you're gonna play Mercy and be a heal bot, might as well just play Moira. But I like the fact that you're damage boosting. I try to use ult for Moira as healing, and if all's okay, I quick damage, but I can't seem to come out. Now I would say that's okay for like higher ranks, but honestly, in bronze, silver, gold, plat, I'm putting myself in your shoes. If I was trying to climb out of bronze as Moira, I wouldn't sit there and try to just full heal my team 24/7. I would try my best to use Coalescence specifically for damage. Like, yeah, if you could save a teammate or two, that's cool. But if you see a squishy who's near no cover for probably like 3 or 4 seconds, you could kill them with Coalescence. It's very forgiving aim-wise, and it goes through every shield. So using Coalescence for damage isn't a terrible idea against squishies. Using it against tanks isn't a good idea. So when you press Q, you have to shift your mind to focus squishies. Let's see, where did we leave off? In fact, I lose SR. It's a bit disheartening because I was gold when you first started, but I understand why I wasn't gold. I see myself as an attempted silver, but again, I'll admit maybe not. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oftentimes when you place accounts in this game, like if you go like 4 and 6 in placements, which is very average. Excuse me. If you go like 4 and 6 in placements, which is very average, you can often place in gold. And then because you're maybe a new player and you're not a gold level player, you just drop down to bronze or silver. So that could definitely be the case. I wouldn't call yourself a gold player until you like climb back there. Anyway, maybe I'm not silver sometimes because I tend to forget to hide behind cover. That's a big thing. Hide behind cover when is needed, especially on like Mercy. You have no reason to peek the enemy, so just try your best to stay behind cover. Does anyone have any sort of tips to help me climb? Should I 6-stack with teammates, solo queue? Anything will help. I'm not really for 6-stacking because a lot of the time that gets you, how do I describe it? It makes you feel like you can only play with that 6-stack, and then if you're not playing with them, you start to try to compare your solo queue teammates to those teammates, and you end up like having false hope and false expectations for like random solo queue teammates. So I would just suggest solo queue. Also, if you're 6-stacking, there's a high chance you're gonna get boosted and not be able to climb by yourself, which doesn't really get you your real rank. Let's go look at the video now.
Damage amplified.
Disclaimer, I'm not the best support, and I'm definitely not the best Mercy. That being said, I still think I can, I can provide valuable insight. Now, off the bat, I wouldn't damage boost Reaper, I would go with Hanzo. Reason being, well, he's still in spawn, but he would be primary damage boost target because he's longer range, he spams more, and he's often in safer positions. Whereas the Reaper he's going to be an enemy's backline, he's going to be hard to follow, he's going to be hard to pocket. So because you follow your Reaper and he leaves you, you're stuck in this isolated position. Whereas if you were with the Hanzo, you would have been at least kind of closer to your tanks, and you would have had peel from Hanzo, maybe from your Moira. So that's what I would have done differently. I would have went with the Hanzo, even if he was stuck in spawn. Pocketing a flanker is just gonna leave you stranded, you know? I wouldn't do that, specifically in bronze. Additionally, your awareness for that Junkrat is pretty low. I can't just tell you get better awareness, but make sure you're playing with, playing with max volume. And the thing I like to do is I look at my team's comps and I try to think about the noises they make. If I hear a noise other than those noises, for example, if I hear Junkrat in our backline, I know damn well my Reaper or my Hanzo aren't making those noises. So there's clearly a Junkrat in a funny position. I need to be careful. I need to look around. I don't know if I said this already, but make sure you learn how to super jump. It's a pretty simple but important mechanic for Homeboy, for Mercy. Alright, your Moira just wasted Fade in. I would try my best to keep her safe, keep her pocketed until she has Fade again. Unless someone else needs healing. But right now, your tanks are high ground. Your Moira's getting pushed by more than just one person, so you're probably not going to be able to heal through all that damage she's going to take. Good pocket on the Hanzo. I like this. It sucks that he's not good, but you're doing okay here. You won't be able to get that res off. The team doesn't have space right now. Right now, this is fine. Your team is kind of getting dunked on. And I would say go for more damage boost, but I feel like you're damage boosting as much as possible already. You're coming up on ult here. And I feel like you're going to swap. Oh, you do. Okay. I would almost never swap with ult. It's rare that I swap with ult. Hold on. I'm sorry. Even Valk, it's a low impact ultimate. But here's my thinking, and this is genuinely what I'm thinking. I'm in a bronze level game. They have a Junkrat and a Torb. If I could use my ult and just go straight for that Torb, or excuse me, go straight for the Junkrat, straight for the Mercy and kill them, that's a massive pick that I wouldn't have been able to get, and my teammates probably wouldn't have been able to get. I think Valk for one fight is worth more than going Bap. But let's hope you prove me wrong. Now your team's trying to regroup, and that's fine. You should still be pushing up and helping your most extended person in case they get put in in a bad situation. You can help them out. Your whole job as support is to help teammates out. So by you kind of sitting there waiting for your teammates to regroup in all this space that is already yours, like this whole side of the map is yours. Your Zarya needs help. You can't heal her from back there, but you can from up here. You can from down here. I would just try your best to make sure you're helping your most extended teammate. I understand it's not your main tank that's up front, but you should still help her out. Okay, kill the Hanzo, good. I'm sorry I'm yawning so much. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, against their comp, you can reliably hold crouch and hop to the top of here. Excuse me, voice getting a little hoarse. You can hop to the top of here, and not many things can hit you. Like, yeah, the turret can hit you, but I don't think a Junkrat's going to hit you, especially from point. And you can just deal a lot of damage. It's kind of the DPS mindset in me, but it's definitely effective in bronze. That Rhine charging is fucking terrible. However, what it does is it makes a lot of space for your whole team and gets rid of the shield at the choke, so that Mercy that way can get shot, that Zarya to your left, and whoever's behind the corner gets shot. Now, I like the decision to throw the lamp to my charging Reinhardt, but it wasn't well placed, and it was like, how do I describe it? I like the fact that you're trying to keep main tank alive with all your resources, but you end up inting for it. Like, the lamp was bad, sure, but I like the fact that you're trying to keep him up. What would I have done differently? If my Rhine charges in, I'll try to heal him a little bit. Probably not going to happen, but I would break that turret to my right. Like, that turret to the right is... Like, Hanzo would be the best person to break it. However, that's not... You don't rely on others in bronze. And it kind of ends up killing you. This fight's lost. Go next. Again, against their comp, they don't have any snipers. They don't have much to dive you. You can take the high ground by the choke and deal a ton of damage from up there. Additionally, try to mix in left clicks with your right clicks. This way you are dealing damage to your shield. Or, excuse me, dealing damage to the enemy shield. Right now, you could heal your Rhine and then flick to the shield. Left click once, flick back to your Rhine, heal him. You know what I mean? Junkrat's behind you, Junkrat's behind you, Junkrat's behind you, Junkrat's behind you. He shouldn't escape her. If you're Bap and you hit all your bursts, you deal 75 damage. So assuming you hit all body shots, you're gonna need to hit like a little bit more than 2 bursts. Okay, so One, you kind of lamp nothing. And I think this will come from experience, because this is what helped me with BAP lamps. When I first started playing BAP, I would kind of throw a lamp, not at the first sign of danger, but at like a sign of big danger. Maybe like a Roadhog hook, or like someone getting purpled or something. And I would realize, damn, my immortality deaths prevented stat would not go up. Because I was using it on like really stupid, like areas where I thought people were being threatened when they weren't. So try to be a little more stingy with lamp here. Actually, in most situations, be more stingy with lamp. Like, additionally, saving lamp, what it does is it makes it so the enemy has something to worry about. So, for example, let's say I wanted to do Dragon Blade. If I want to do Dragon Blade, I want to make sure lamp is out, or else I'm going to sit there wasting time swinging at a lamp and probably dying to the enemy. So, like, the fact that if you hold lamp, it makes the enemy more passive and more scared to push, because that's something they have to worry about. And then again, you kind of just walk into the LOS of enemies, putting yourself as a threat to tanks. So far, you've died to, let's see, what, flanking Junkrat, a Torb turret that you could have broken a lot of the time, and then a Rhine charge that just kind of came out of nowhere. Am I missing? I feel like I'm missing that. I feel like you have 4, but I could be wrong. Anyway, no, there definitely is a death I'm missing, but that's besides the point. Against those things, man, just fucking take high ground. Like, as BAP, there's so much high ground on this map that you just jump to. Especially even on this side of the map. You go up here. Like, yeah, you could heal your teammates and probably deal a little bit of damage to shield. If you go up here, you can deal damage to shield. You can heal your teammates. You can break that turret. Go up here. You can deal damage to every enemy. You can heal your team. You can break that turret. Like, you could be making a much bigger impact as BAP here. And with no real pressure at all from up here. Their tanks can't contest you. Their supports can't contest you. Torb turret will shoot you a little bit, but that's okay because you have your left shift. And then Junkrat, it's going to be really hard for him to contest you, especially if there's a big distance between you guys. So, what I'll be doing when fights are starting, jump to the top, break that turret, and then look elsewhere. There's so much more you could be doing. I saw on the Reddit post, someone said, unless you're playing like a plat/diamond level Baptiste, you're not going to win this game. What's stopping you from playing like a diamond level Baptiste? You know what I mean? Like, the whole point of a VoD review is to get you to think differently and to play like a higher level player. They said, oh, your tank synergy was bad, but you guys were running Rhine Zarya for a decent bit. Running Winston Zarya for a decent bit. But that whole tank synergy is bad, blame your team mentality, don't like that at all. So you've wasted 8 shots already. As BAP. Okay, heal these 2, that's fine. By the time you get into the choke, like right here, I would see I'm about to get into LOS on my critical teammate. I would have reloaded probably about half a second earlier, so that by the time I peek this corner, I have a full clip ready to heal my teammate. No, you're panicking, no. Okay, so I don't know how to describe this to you without a diagram, so I'm going to try to like just use my hand. So picture, you know, I'm here, and Reaper is this tall. If you're trying to shoot him from here, you have this much area to hit. If you don't hit him, if you don't hit this small area, he's probably fucked. So what I would do is try to get a vantage point to hit a hard to hit target. So if I'm coming from up here, I have like that much area to hit, plus whatever his hitbox is. Like, if you're on a high ground as BAP, the area that you have to hit with your healing field is much more forgiving than going straight away. Because of that, you wasted lamp and shift. Very bad. But let's see what happens here. I feel like you kind of just into the point, kind of. Let's see. Kind of. You're putting yourself in the face of unnecessary danger again. So you wasted both abilities, which kind of gets you killed by the Coalescence, and your positioning is also very bad. You're playing around no cover, whereas if you play up here, you can back up into this cover, and you can still deal a ton of damage and heal a decent bit of your team. You don't have to worry about Ball too much because he's sufficient on health packs. He's kind of hard to heal. You just heal him when you can. I wouldn't sweat chasing the ball around the map. I don't think I've seen you use Exo Boots once, which is his passive, which make him jump. They're so important for getting BAP to a good position. Like I just said, BAP is good from shooting down, because hit scan is good shooting down because you're less contested from tanks. and because you can heal your teammates better because you don't have to hit them directly with the right clicks. Okay, 3 kills from your Reaper. I would throw him a lamp soon, or just watch out, see what kind of pressure is going on. So you throw lamp at the middle of nothing, and you could have saved your Reaper, who kind of just popped off. I know I just said I would throw lamp soon. I meant I would throw it soon, not like ASAP soon as said it. Here you're inting onto point for no reason. Like you're putting yourself. Oh man, how do I describe this? You as Bap are kind of a mid to long range character who can duel up close against certain characters. But mainly you want to stay mid to long range to heal your teammates and deal enemies from afar. That being said, you're walking very close into a comp made of Torb, Ryan, Junkrat, Moira, Zarya, and Mercy. Very close range comp. If you stay far away, if you stay at your effective range, like I said, mid to long, you could deal a lot more damage, a lot more healing, and you'll stay alive much more. But you kind of just int onto the point again. You have ult. I would have tried to pop ult before I died. I don't know if it would have made a difference, but I would have tried to pop it. Like, going onto point there doesn't accomplish anything because your ball still had a decent bit of HP. You didn't have to heal him. You could have killed that Junkrat from afar. You could have shot the Junkrat, at least pressured him. But you kind of just inted onto point. Also, I noticed you have recoil compensation on. Let me show you something. Go to options, go to controls, go to Baptiste. You want to scroll down here. Turn off recoil, recovery, aim compensation. The reason I have it on is because I have never played BAP in this account. But for all other characters that have it, such as Ana, Ashe, the other one, McCree, everyone that has recoil, recovery, aim compensation, I would suggest turning that off in settings. Let's watch this defense real quick, and then I'll give you 3 big pointers that I think you need to work on. Alright, I saw that super jump. That was clean. Good job. Good damage juice in the Sigma. I like this. When I play Sigma, I often push up like that and try to get ult charge, and you're helping him a lot. Nice. I like the way you're cycling between healing and damage boost. I don't like the fact that you let that Hanzo die. Alright, now here, bad. There's, I think, probably like 10 seconds is how long it takes for a dead body to go away. Like, that's probably the respawn timer. And you kind of just went in at 2.5 in the face of 2 enemy DPS. Very bad. You have a Sigma right next to you. Now, who knows if you make space for the res or not. But you should not just go for a res in front of 2 DPS. Wait for a tank to make that space, or wait for the enemy DPS to be distracted elsewhere, or else you're kind of just going to feed. I don't know, I'm watching the Sigma. I guess because I didn't think you'd make it back to the point. Let's see, do you make it back to the point? Oh, as almost any character, going over right side is quicker. Going over the right side of the map where that gap is, let me show you. Coming out of spawn, from here, jump down, float, and you could just make it to the point much quicker than going around the side you did. Now this game's probably lost. It's a 2v6 at this point. Okay. So big issues. One, you played a 6-7 minute game and it had 0 ultimates. Very bad. Like, as a BAP, you build ult relatively quickly if you stay alive. As Mercy, kind of the same. Even if you're not damage boosting, if you're healing a lot, you build a lot of ults. You had 0 ults the whole game. And ults are fucking massive in this game. Now, it sucks you guys had a lever. Whatever. You would have lost anyway. Ults, I'm not going to say dictate the game, but they will help you win so many fights. I wouldn't swap if I'm at 85 to Valk like you were. I would kind of just stick it out for one more fight. Because Mercy with Valk, I would say, is better than a BAP without anything. What else? Your positioning as BAP was very sloppy and frantic. A lot of the time you ended up in open ass corridors, not really healing your team. Like, you would heal them before the fight, and then once the fight starts, you would kind of just walk in and then die to something. Try to put yourself in a position where the enemy's not shooting you, where there's no attention on you, and you could definitely heal your team, like definitely try to heal your team, and maybe shoot things every now and then, like you want to break turrets and shit like that. You want to break shield, and if it's an out of position squishy, you want to start shooting them. So that's number 2. I think number 3. I'll say ability management was really poor. I don't think you saved anyone with a lamp or a left shift, and I don't think you used exo boots at all. Your Mercy super jumping, I'm not really going to talk about that. But yeah, you'd never use exo boots on BAP to get to high ground, which would have gave you a massive advantage against their comp of low range. Your left shifts were kind of fine, and then your lamps were really bad. You need to use them. I think this will come with practice. Just play more BAP. You'll realize you could heal a lot of people through critical. Anytime someone's critical, you don't have to lamp them ASAP. You know what I mean? You don't have to, oh, my Ryan is critical, but he has a full shield, let me throw a lamp. That doesn't really accomplish much, because you can just heal him, and he'll have his shield up to block most of the damage, and he'll be back to full HP. I wouldn't waste lamp like that, because enemies will capitalize on the fact that you don't have it. Lamp is one of the biggest abilities to capitalize on. I think that's going to be the end of the VoD review. The biggest tip, use exo boots more, get to high ground. Play in your range, not the enemy's range. Don't want to play close range against their whole Brawly comp. That's going to be the end of the VoD review. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll leave my Discord and stuff in the description, but if you want to leave a comment or whatever, just leave it in there, and I'll take a look at it and respond. Peace out, man. Thanks for watching.